Setting up, testing. Okay. Here we go. Is that red there, Erin?
Yeah, it's gone.
Alright, let me just slide the seat up for you. Watch it!
That happens about 3 times a day for me.
Lower. It's a common thing with... Guess what? You don't have this problem with the low wing.
No.
5 seconds.
Okay. Where are my jacks?
Oh, your jacks are... Oh, okay. Right here.
All right.
Watch your head.
Yep.
Take your time.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I'm bracing it back for you.
here. Yeah.
Alright?
Okay. I'm ready.
Alright.
And
Seatbelt.
Okay.
Got you here. Hold on to it. Let me just get on.
I think I can get it. Maybe not. I got it.
Got it all around?
Yep.
Secured?
Think so. Oh, I hit the wrong one.
There's, I can stretch it out for you so you can get more room.
Which that always happens.
Go for it. Better?
Yeah. Just being stubborn, that's all. There we're in. Okay.
All good?
Yep.
All right.
Find my jacks here.
All right, Erin. Your seat belt is right here.
Or is it this one?
No, no, that's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. Conventional seat belts. Alright guys, quick briefing for you. I have to do it. Alright? Seat belts worn throughout the whole flight. Preferably, especially during takeoff, taxi, and landings. I just prefer you just have it on throughout the flight. Shouldn't be a big deal, right?
Yep.
The aircraft is equipped with what we call an ELT, emergency locator transmitter. It's a G switch, of course, but we have the manual switch right there.
Yep.
Red switch right there. So in the unlikely event of an emergency landing, okay, search and rescue will find you once the ELT goes off. Okay. So you don't need to go away from the airplane too far. Don't go into the woods, please. I can't go for you. And of course, I have control of the airplane throughout the whole flight. I have full control of the airplane. During certain operations, especially takeoffs and landings, you want to kind of keep a sterile, we call it a sterile cockpit. You know, you want to keep quiet, you know, so we can hear for other people in the traffic or anything like that. If you see something, say something. If you see an aircraft that I didn't see, I only have 4 eyes. Right? You know, extra 4 eyes is much better than 4, so it's 8. So if you see something, say something.
Yep.
All right. Any questions for me?
No.
All right, birthday girl. So doors, of course. You know, this is how you open it. Once I close it, this is to close the door.
Yep.
This is to open the windows, close the windows. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the emergency doors, of course. Right. So it's a half-an-hour flight. Unless you want more time, you just let me know.
Okay. Now I paid for the full hour flight.
Oh, 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
In other words, it was the. Yeah, I didn't want to get just the intro flight. I wanted to have some time in the year, so it was a full hour.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we have time for it. It's a 2-hour block that we reserved for it anyway.
Okay.
So we're good. Alrighty, birthday girl. You gonna take me for a ride so I can take pictures and possibly a nap?
Sure.
All right. All right, get ready to close the door. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Jimmy.
There you go. And of course, one of the most important things in any flight, any plane, any airline, any corporate company is that we have this thing called checklist. I'm going to bring the seat back, all right?
Sure.
Yep. So, we follow checklists. They're very important. It's a safety thing, all right?
Okay.
Not like a car. I know a car doesn't have a checklist. You just start and go, right? Set your mirrors and all that. Not so similar here. Keys here. Put the keys on the dash right here. I'm gonna put this can. Can I put this can? You just throw this can beside it, please. Thank you. Alright. Tall guy jumping in. Alright. So what you can do is hook that headset on your knee, on your lap. Yeah, so you don't have to kind of...
I might get over behind Erin.
Sorry, I put on weight.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's not. Alright, one click here. Alright, gonna close my door.
I'm gonna swap seats.
That's fine. You might need help with the seatbelt if it's because I have to.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just a matter of reaching it. That's all.
Okay. All right, Erin. So make sure that these pedals here that you can reach it, comfortably, so you don't have to hyperextend. So we have the same pedal, so it moves when I move it.
Oh, okay.
So you can go ahead and press on each, left and right. Yeah. See that?
And
Now,
the brake is
yeah,
moving.
yeah. So put your entire foot on it, and then you can feel it. Yeah. Feel that?
Oh, yeah.
That's where the brakes are.
Okay.
So if you squeeze one and leave the other one, and the plane is moving,
Yeah.
and likewise, because the brakes lock here, but the other one isn't, so the plane will swerve.
Okay.
Right? So some people, you kind of put your heels on the floor when you're taxiing, so you don't engage those brakes, and then when it comes to stop, you just shift your foot forward and just stop it.
Okay.
All right? And if you need to stop, you don't have to jerk it. Just take your time and just slow the airplane down. Just like in a car, you don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Alright. Good with the seatbelt?
I think so. Just
Alright.
start it.
Because it will kind of stick, so I have to press something. Got it? There we go. Buckle it?
Almost. Hang on a second now. Yep. We're all set. Yep. Well, this is great, Erin. So,
If there's any issue, just let me know, yep? That's what happens when you're size 14. Ha! Yeah, this is like the prime time to be a pilot, especially at your age. You get to maximize on a lot.
Yeah.
All right, starting this airplane, take 2. What's that?
I gotta take my hearing aids
Oh.
off. My hearing aids talk.
No, okay. I freaked out a lot. Alright, so we follow our checklist, yeah? Interior pre-flight, that's me checking the airplane before you guys came here, so that's all done. Everything looks
Okay.
up to par. Exterior portion of it is done as well. And then before start checklist, pre-flight inspection complete. Everybody's all buckled in.
Yep.
Cabin door secure. Your lever is down and your windows closed.
Yeah.
Passenger briefing, I gave you that already. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Fuel selector is on both. The fuel is in the wings.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's what we have, a fuel pump that feeds fuel into the engine. So you want to make sure it's on both, because if you're flying long distances, people can feed off the left, off the right, but during takeoff and landings, both.
Okay.
Safety measure, right?
Yep.
Fuel shutoff valve is here. It's in. What it does, it separates fuel from the engine. So let's say you're flying and then there's fire. Oh no, fire! No more fuel for you. Pull.
Okay.
Cuts off fuel, right?
Yep.
Avionics power, that's this white switch here, should be off. Right? And then beacon switch. This is where all the electrical switches are really. But the beacon switch is left on. Okay. Brake set and hold. Where are the brakes again? Yeah. All right. Standby battery test. We have two batteries. We have the standby battery and the normal battery right here. Okay. Standby battery, you want to test it. So you're going to hold the switch down, and this green light should be on throughout 10 seconds. So go ahead. It's really for IFR, but well, it's good to have a battery. Once it's 10 seconds, you can bring it up to arm.
Yep.
Yep, bring it upwards to arm. You don't have to hold it. There you go. And it's gonna start up all this this screen here, which is called a PFD, primary flight display. And we have to kind of wait on it. You don't do this in a 152. You just start up and go.
That's right.
Don't worry, I'm just biased. Don't listen to me when it comes to that. Listen to me, but not with this. All right, put no there. It's the database. It's all Garmin, and somebody keeps touching the screen. So you're gonna have to wipe it. All right. So we want to check a few things. Verify that there are no red X's on the engine indicating system, meaning everything here. So it kind of tells you some things about the engine, the RPMs and everything. So it's all digital, right? So you just want to make sure there's no a cross like this. Right, but this is not about the engine. This is about navigation, which hasn't started up yet. So you just want to make sure on this column here, there's no red X's. Okay. Bus E volts, you want to make sure it's 24 volts. Okay. Battery bus M volts is 1.5 or less. 0.3, which is good. Right. Battery S amp shows negative because it's using battery. Right. Standby annunciator. All these are annunciators. Standby battery. Key in ignition, take up the keys right there. Ignition keys over there.
Wait.
Other way. There you go. Yep.
Can we start it?
Nope. Not yet. Prop area clear. So we got to tell people to get out the way because they're crazy. So you can open that window, and if you have to be really loud and shout clear prop, can't be graceful. Don't be
Clear prop?
Yeah, clear prop, meaning I don't want to hit you with the propeller.
Okay. Clear prop!
Woo! All right.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, beacon is on. Master switch, you can close the window.
Okay.
Master switch, this is big red switch here.
Okay.
Both on. Yep. All right, so the airplane is it's a bit cold. So we're looking at, yeah, we're 40 degrees. Not too cold, so hopefully everything should be fine there. Throttle, this is a throttle, right? So if you want to, add power, it's forward, right? Just on the archer there, when you want to go forward, you go full forward on it.
Okay.
It's the same thing. You're adding RPMs, you just push in. And if it sticks, so this is how you add fuel. So you put your finger like this and pivot on it. And that's what makes you add power or reduce power, right? I'm not going to put much yet because I don't want to put too much air in there. So that controls your fuel air ratio, and this is the fuel. This is the mixture, right? So technically what I kind of describe to students is that we're mixing lemonade, right? Sugar, water. The lemon is already in there.
Okay.
All right. So mixture, this is the mixture. You're going to put this all the way in. So you're going to press this button and shove it all the way in. There you go. Mixture is rich. Fuel pump. So we're going to shoot some fuel in there. Okay. So this switch here is a fuel pump switch. Once you turn it on, you're going to see this come alive to show the fuel flow.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to do it for about 6 seconds. And then you're going to turn it off. Okay.
Okay.
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. All right. And then mixture, put about 3/4 rich. So this is all the way rich. A quarter out makes it 3/4 rich.
Okay.
Okay. magneto. So those are the keys. I'll do this one this time. Right? All right. Let's get started. Just a little bit more. I don't want you to stare at this 10 years because this is what gets people. You'll fly very nice looking at this, but you miss out on looking outside, which is more important. Okay? Because this is an artificial representation of what's outside. Okay? And this side portion here is your BSI, meaning your the rate at which you're climbing or you're descending. So it tells you 100, 200, 300 feet per minute, and vice versa the opposite direction. Make sense?
Yep.
All right. So we got that set. Instruments are set, and we're gonna test the brakes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is that I'll let you know I have control of the airplane. So when I say I have control of the airplane, that means you should release the control so I have control of it, right?
Yeah.
Or when I tell you you have control, you confirm that you have the plane, and then I let go of the plane. So we don't get confused with flying.
Okay.
All right? All right. Got that done. So we're going to do a brake check. So we're going to let the airplane kind of roll forward a little bit. I want you to engage the brakes and stop because we want to test that the brakes actually work.
Yeah.
All right? So you have control. So you confirm by saying you have control. So you don't have to use this. It's all about the feel. Because remember the brakes are here.
Yeah.
All right? So I'm going to let the airplane roll. You have control. Come to a stop. Yeah, see how you kind of put more on the right than the left?
Yeah.
It's going to kind of slide that way. But you got that left pedal in time. See that? All right, I have control. I have control. So I'm just testing my brakes.
Do I take my feet way up?
You can rest it, right? All right, so I'm going to have it roll again. You see that yellow line there?
Yeah.
The whole point of taxiing on the ground is that you want to keep that yellow line centered, meaning I tell people you can have it in between your legs. So if you see yourself drifting off, you use the respective pedals to correct, right? Don't expect it to be perfect, all right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to join this yellow line here. I'll let you know when you have control. I'm just setting you up. So you see how it kind of curves to make a left turn there?
Yep.
So you're just going to follow that line. You have control? Yeah, you don't have to hold on to the yoke. There you go. So it's a little bit of left, a little bit of right, whatever it takes to keep the airplane nice and centered as best as you can. I don't care if we don't keep it, as long as we don't go into the snow. There you go. So you might have to touch a little left, a little right, whatever it takes, right? There you go. Look at that. Yeah, give it more. Yeah. Yeah. And then center up. More of that right. Right. That's fine, that's fine. There you go. So don't think that you're gonna keep your feet one way once you're centered. You might have to put a little left, a little right, whatever it takes.
Yep.
She's doing it.
What?
No, I'm saying you're doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah. Looking good. See, we're kind of to the. Is it in between your legs? Getting there.
I should be able to.
Yeah, in between your legs.
Oh.
There you go. Slightly. There you go. Yep. There you go. Is it in between your legs now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it that way. So whatever you gotta do, if you gotta toggle a little to the left, a little right, whatever. But if you keep it centered, over time it's gonna drift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So what's gonna happen is that the line now is gonna curve to the right, so anticipate that right turn coming up, right? And if you feel like you're going too fast, feel free to easily grab the brakes to kind of slow down, right? Both of them.
Yeah.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I feel the brakes. Good. All right, make that right. Very good. Very good. There you go. More. Yeah. Yep. I'll give you some power. And you're going to follow it to make that left turn coming up. so that's what I'm saying. Don't think you're gonna keep it straight. You're gonna have to look. Watch this. I have control, but you can feel what I'm doing with the pedals. You notice I'm going back and forth like this.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna have to do.
Okay.
So don't. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're gonna make that right turn. Your controls. Oh, that's nice with the brakes. Very good. There you go. Give me a little gas. And try not to squeeze the brake while you're moving because it kind of wears the brakes out.
Yeah.
I know. It's a tendency. So I'll just cut some of the power to kind of maintain this momentum. It's good. Yeah, you're gonna have to, yeah, it's all about this. Nobody knows from the outside that you're doing that, by the way. But it's like, oh, that person is taxiing so well.
Yeah.
There you go. Wonderful, wonderful. So at some point I'm going to take the airplane from it just to put it in position at the run-up area because we have to do what we call a run-up.
Yep.
Which we're doing fantastic. Alright. I have control? Alright. So I'm going to break off from here and kind of go in this open run-up pad here, this little open air out here. So I can rev up the engine and make sure all cylinders are firing as they should. And plus I can get out the way of that airplane that's coming in. Alrighty. Very good on the taxi. Run up, takeoff briefing. So we'll be taking off where it says 8. 8 is talking about the direction we're going, so out there is towards the east. So this is basically saying roughly 080 heading. Right? I don't know if you know the 360 degrees, 360 or 0 being north and
Okay,
east and
yeah.
west and blah blah blah. This is just saying if you take off here, you're going in the easterly direction. Right? So we'll be taking that runway. And any engine failures of any kind, if we lose an engine on before takeoff, you know, I have control of the airplane, of course. We'll come to a full stop and, you know, complain about the airplane. If the airplane, if we lose an engine upon takeoff, you know, less than 500 feet, again, I have control of the airplane and I'll land somewhere straight ahead. There's a football field to the right, so hopefully I can grab it. If I'm high enough, then I'll make a 180 and land on either the runway or the adjoining taxiway. Okay? Either way, I have control of the airplane for any emergency. Brakes set and hold. So make sure you're on the brakes this time, right? So we have to hold the brakes because we're going to rev up the engine, and with the excess power, the plane wants to let go. So we have to hold this thing, right? All right, flight controls. Grab the controls. Now, what we want to do is to make sure that the controls actually do what we want them to. So turn to the left. Yep, all the way. So you see that thing on the wing? Let me show you. Look on the wing. See that?
Yeah.
That's flapping there. That's the aileron. You want to make sure that when you turn left, it goes upward, meaning you shouldn't be able to see it. So turn it to the left. See it goes away.
Yeah.
Now look to the right. Don't turn to the right, but look to the right. The other one is down.
Yeah.
So that's what you should be seeing, right? Turn it that way now. That one should be up. The other one should be down. Right? If that never happens, do not fly the plane. Ever. Okay? Now look behind you. Right? Look behind you. Maybe you see that elevator, that thing that flaps up and down? Pull back. Yep, pull all the way back. See it? Should it comes up?
Yeah.
Push all the way down, should go down. Again, if it doesn't do that, do not fly the plane. Please. And then still look behind you. And then you're gonna push the left and right rudder pedals, right? Look behind you just the same. Left, right. See that little thing flapping there? That rudder?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, if you push on the left, it should deflect over that way. If you push on the right, deflect over that way. Don't fly the plane if it doesn't. Alright? Alright. Good. So that's all good. Electric trim. This is the electric trim. I won't get into too much of that. This helps to alleviate pressure when you're flying so the airplane doesn't bite you. You know, you're trying to pull up the plane once you go down. So it's an electric version of that. Okay? Manual trim. Like this. Okay? I'm going to set it slightly nose up because the plane likes to climb excessively when you go to the car running. And then autopilot. We have an autopilot on this plane. So we're going to be using that. Good. We're not using this one, John. Alright? Mixture rich. Push. increase it to 1,000. There you go. That takes time. Remember to use your finger to figure it out. There you go. You have better control now. Alright, I'll do the GPS stuff. Don't get too much into that. Yep, we got satellites. And system status, everybody looks good here. Database for today. Alright. Flight plan, we're not using any nav frequencies, we won't be using that. Comm frequencies are set, we're only going to be talking to people locally here. We're just going to fly straight out, right, over the water. Okay, CDI soft key, that is set, G1000 altitude. We'll probably aim for 3,000. So this will notify you as you're flying that you've reached your altitude. Okay?
Okay.
And brakes release. So we're gonna taxi to, you see the sign C8?
Yeah.
There's a line on the asphalt that kind of cuts off. That's a whole short line. So we're gonna stop before that line. Okay?
Okay.
So I have the power, you have control. I'm gonna taxi. Yep, you have control. I'm gonna taxi to the whole short line. I'm gonna rejoin that yellow line, right? So you see that line that cuts it? We're gonna stop before that line. Alright, come to the stop now. Excellent. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna take off, aka you're gonna take off. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna help you out, don't worry. Right? I'll tell you what I have control of. I have control of the throttle, I have control of the pedals.
Okay.
This is your friend. Yeah. So remember, to take off, we're going to pull back on the yoke. But you're not going to just pull back to infinity, because the airplane can't go vertical. So you're literally going to look outside, and you're just going to gradually just ease it off the ground. Okay? Now the more you pull back, the slower the airplane gets. So the ideal speed we're looking for is around 75, 80 knots. But if you pull back any further, it slows down. So it's all about balancing this side picture of what you want to see. I'll let you know. But essentially, Ian, stop talking. So essentially, see this chevron here, this yellow chevron? You see that 10-degree line?
Yeah.
If you pull back and it passes it, too much.
Okay.
So I know I'm giving you this reference, but I'm going to get rid of it soon. I'm just giving you a reference to look at.
Okay.
But that's essentially what you want. And then we're going to look straight out on the path that we're flying. And, you know, wind is going to push us left or right. Your job is to see how best you can just fly it straight. Right? It's okay to bank a little this way, bank a little that way. Okay? Alright. So before takeoff checklist, mixture is full rich, transponder is set to alt. Right? And strobe, let's turn on that strobe light there. I think that says strobe upwards and the landing light. Alright, flaps are up. And we're going to go full power, and then when I say the word rotate, that means pull up, right? It means we're going to rotate, we're going to come off the ground.
Yep.
Alright?
Okay.
Yep. No, not above this 10-degree line.
Yeah. But can I also take this?
Of course. So,
70?
yeah, so if it says 75, that's ideally what you want. If you pull back any more, it slows down.
Okay.
If you push, it's just like going up a hill.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Skyhawk 473 charts here. We'll probably runway 8 straight out departure. Alright? Ready?
Yep.
Alright? Yeah, this will work. Yeah. I know it's that car thing, man. Alright, plan for the center of this runway here. Ready to go? Ready, sir? Alright, here we go. Going full power. Here we go. that lake out there, you see that little island sitting on it? That island? Yeah, you're gonna point the nose toward that island. Level the airplane More.
Oh,
That was you. That was you. That was all you. Caught that? Yep, I got a pedals. Yeah, once you're on the ground, this is dead though. Nothing, see? Traffic stop, person 3 trucks here off runway. Echo taxi. You did it!
that's fun.
Alright, after landing checks. Mixture lean for taxi. I'm just gonna bring it a 1/4 inch out like this. Flaps already brought up. Excess electrical. Turn off that strobe light and the landing light. Trim is already set. So see how that index is right there?
Yeah.
Swipe this down till it touches that arrow. There you go. Yep, great. Transponder is already set. So let's taxi. So follow that line. You have control.
Yeah.
So,
This line's straight.
yep. Nope, we don't need that.
Oh, yeah.
So use the power now to kind of give you that momentum. So probably 1,000 or 1,100 to kind of get the airplane going. That was her. So when I was guiding you through it, I don't know if when you were landing you saw down the runway, see that little line that represents the end of the runway?
Yeah.
I was trying to get Liz to kiss it. So when I tell you, that stop right there, you're doing fine. Yeah, keep it.
That was a good birthday, huh, Erin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna make that right. Oh, this is a very good intro. Oh, you want to keep the line right. There you go. Yep, squeeze it if you have to. There you go. There you go. Was that?
It's almost harder to do this than flying a plane itself.
Oh, really? That's a force.
What'd you say?
It's hard to do this and fly the plane.
Just keeps moving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you do this, it's gonna trip. Don't expect this is gonna work.
Yeah.
Don't expect it. So just shimmy shammy, do whatever. See? Look at that. See? You just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, she's doing You actually had me run out of things to do on it. I had to give you a radio work and join the pattern. I'm gonna make a right. more fuel, right?
Okay.
Keys to the off position. All right, I'll take it from here. Thank you. Big red master switch off. There you go, 26, 21, 6. And you can turn the standby center. That switch above the, yeah,
This
center
one?
it. Yep, 26, 21, 6. There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time. That
no
was a
problem.
blast.
You're most welcome. Gonna bring my seat back. Remember to take your seat belts off. If you need to open the door, just bring the lever all the way back. Yep, all the way. There you go. Gonna bring my seat back, sir.
All right.
Alrighty. Hope you didn't get bored back there.
I was having a great time.
Alright.
I wasn't expecting this. She insisted I come with her.
Oh yeah? That's good.
I wanted her to not be having a distraction, but she wasn't. She was doing great.
Fantastic.
Listening to you. And, can you slide your seat forward, hon?
Yes.
There you go. Get my big feet out.
Take your time. Remember the step right there on the
Yeah.
strut. Watch your head.
I'm gonna give you that, hon. Yeah, you could see me getting into a 152. I had to hold on to the strut and swing in like a trapeze artist. Oh,
Yeah, those are the days.
I think I got some good footage. I gotta get that GoPro too.